got turned, got his when the boy won't learn. Big shorty when the block is sharp. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. I love my but I ain't them nerd like I get a like yarn.
It's the Denver Nuggets and the Toronto Raptors. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And so off the tip, it's the Raptors. Barrett.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new. I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Kept alive. Oh, a great move by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
And here's Jokic. Porter looks it over. Shot clock at 5. Gordon. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Pass to Pirtle. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
Hey, when Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Murray, no good. Here's Toronto with the ball. 4-point game. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. The three is up. Drops in the three.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. He just needs to find the look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
Pass to Barnes. The three ball. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, B.A., you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too. You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
Now here's Quickly. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic, and I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Denver calls timeout. .144 left in the first. Screen by Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Raptors making a switch here. 1:16 left in the first quarter of the game.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Pass to Brown, to the paint. Here's Jokic, and the dunk by Jokic.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on him.
Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Murray from outside. Rebound Toronto. Here comes Toronto on the push. And here's Ingram outside. Drains the triple.
Yeah, the fluid shooting motion of Ingram makes him a real threat to knock down these corner triples.
Outside for Porter. No good on the three.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Here's Shed. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up.
17. The Nuggets, 16.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Left side Ingram. Hurdle. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Ingram's got 5 points. After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Now here's Barnes. No made baskets yet.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
A shot by Brown, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. And here's Gordon from the arc. Rebounded by Ingram.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Back to Quickly. Pass to Ingram. Here's Castleton. He's guarded by Porter. Jokic on the double team. Here's Ingram. Misses off the left iron. The Nuggets trail. The three. Drills it from deep. Brown's got his first 3 points of the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Porter. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. And it's a 4-point Denver lead.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Now here's Quickly. Back to Ingram. On the wing quickly. Outside Barnes. Pass to Castleton. Jokic on the double team. The three from Barnes. Rebounded by Denver. And here's Denver. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Murray from outside. And Castleton pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Left side Barnes. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Pass to Brown. Shot. 1:02 left in the second period. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
And Gordon is quick in everything he does. I mean, including how he passes the ball. This guy plays with great quickness. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. The big man, Jokic.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Outside Barrett. Here's Castleton. Back to Barrett. Right side Ingram. Quickly outside. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Quickly's got 6. Here's Brown. Down low. Here's Jokic. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Nuggets ahead. Up 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Pass to Gordon. Beyond the arc. Quickly with a rebound. Raptors trail by 4. And during the first few seasons of Immanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
It's stolen by Pirtle. And stolen by Murray. Here's Brown. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. He's got 9.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
To the inside. Pirtle with the bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the foul called on Immanuel Quickley. That'll be a second foul of the game. Lets a floater go. And he lays it in. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Gordon outside. Inside. Here's Jokic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now a 7-point Denver lead. Here's Barnes. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Both free throws good from Barnes. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you.
This is Murray's game, a shoot-first combo guard who's ready to fire as soon as he has it.
To the middle. Lays it up and banks it in. Castleton's got his first points in this one.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Westbrook gets the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
Now here's Murray. 6 points for him. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. Picked by Holmes. And it's Westbrook off the drive. That one goes in. Westbrook's got 6.
Boy, this is Westbrook at his absolute best. Attacking, getting into the lane, and finishing in style.
To the paint. Battle shot is good.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
Man, you're sorry. You trash, bro. We in the game.
So both teams making some changes here.
Make some noise for them again.
A minute 4 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Westbrook driving to the basket. Can't hit from in close. Raptors trail by 5. Ingram with the ball. And Jokic picks him up defensively to the right side. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, a big-time leaper who can dunk it down with power and with ease.
Pass to Brown. Puts up a 3. Jokic with it. He's got 17. Over Pirtle. Jokic muscles it down.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic a low down on the blocks.
Barnes with it. Kicks it out to Barrett. To the inside. Hurdle. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hurdle's got 8.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Nuggets. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Raptors trail by 3. Outside Ingram. To tie it up. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Jokic on the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Back to Barrett. Kicks it out to Barnes. Outside Barrett to take the lead. Rebounded by Denver. Westbrook outside. It's good. Now it's a 4-point Denver lead.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Back to Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Barnes. Good D by Jokic.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Porter. And here's Jokic. He's guarded by Barnes. 50 move. And count the
Sorry,
basket.
nigga, get on the mic, nigga.
And he's going to the line for one more.
You niggas be talking, man. Get on the mic. Turn your mic on before you quit, bro.
All right, guys,
Turn your
what do you
mic
think so
on
far
before you
the
quit.
Offensive approach for the Nuggets.
Their hot shooting from long distance
Sorry,
has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special.
You got it,
and what
man.
a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact
Turn your mic
on both
on.
ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player. Well, no question about it. Ingram is in the zone right now, having no trouble getting and hitting his shots.
Jokic is doubled. Pass to Brown. Down low. Out to Gordon. On the wing, Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Gets
He gotta
the
be
three
one
to
of them,
fall.
bitch. Sorry.
And the Nuggets lead by 6.
And Porter Jr. feels like he can drain just about any shot, including these corner 3 balls.
Jokic on the double team. For 3. Barrett. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
And you know Barrett wants the ball in his hands, especially on these big possessions.
And that one drops.
Major poise for Porter Jr. Big time at coming through when his teammates need him to.
Pass to Barnes. Takes it inside. Jokic on the double team. Here's Abaji. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Barnes, no good. Denver leading by 5. Murray with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Right wing. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. The 3. Abaji with a rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Barrett. And he drops it in from the low post. Barrett's got 7 points for the quarter.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
Pass to Jokic. Barnes with the rebound. Raptors trail by 3. Outside Ingram. Here's Barrett. Barnes in the post. Outside Barrett. Now Ingram. From the baseline. No luck on that one. And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, you know, right there in that instance, you can see where Murray was able to take advantage of his size in that situation.
So
Hey, bro, turn your mic on.
And that gives him a 4-point cushion.
I don't even hear you no more.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Ingram on the wing to the middle. Hurdle. Count it.
What you mean?
Hurdle is a guy that plays with a lot of force. I mean, when he's near the basket, the defense better watch out for the dunk.
Here's Brown. There's the 3.
Come on, man. I'm gonna shoot that bitch anyway.
And the Nuggets
Just because you won't turn your mic on, bro.
They have a relentless mentality.
I know he like, damn, man. It'll be alright, bro.
And you know, until
I knew you weren't gonna win anyway. Damn, I'm
buzzer sounds,
bullshit.
you
It's
gotta
over
play
with,
every
though.
possession like it's crucial.
You talking about my record? I think like, I don't know, bro. I gotta go look at it. You like play now online. Are you talking about my Rick? I mean, you talking about my player?
Denver with the W.
If you talking about my player, bro, I got like $2.99.
On the road.
NBA, the visiting
But
team
in my record on this
is
play
under
now,
some
shit,
added
like
pressure, but they made it work and got the win.
40-some wins. I lost like 9 times. Shit like that. I ain't gonna lie, Ingram really was the shooter. I really supposed to focus on folk the whole game. Cooler, double. I ain't gonna lie, I've been winning though. Win. I don't know what was going on that day. Then shit like this, like people quit. Before the game even starts, they quit. Shit, you get the win, goddamn. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with the Nuggets, Cavs, and the Mavericks, and the Thunder. Yeah. Let's go to my record. And then I like, yeah, I'm 45-9, bro. And she be getting a little hectic, you feel me? I run this zone.
We're live from Portland, where the Trailblazers have home court advantage. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the #4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Pass to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Mobley, left side. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
They're awful.
Now Ayton. Broke loose. It's stolen by Strus. There's Garland. Finished off the break.
Now you get Darius Garland in the open floor and look out, folks. So capable in transition.
Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Strus. And it's Ayton missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Garland, no good. Blazers on offense. Ayton with it. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. Big challenge, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Fade away. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Down low. Allen in the post. And it's Portland with the rebound. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And the foul called on Jarrett Allen. That's his first foul. Ayton in the high post. Shoots a fader. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's all knotted up.
This guy's so effective. DeAndre Ayton will take the mid-range if you concede it.
On the wing, Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
2 minutes.
Now, here's Ayton. Can't cash in from the high post.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Yeah, easy call.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
First team foul. At the line for the Cavaliers.
And he makes the first. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Offensive rebound.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Garland left side. Mobley outside. Kicks it out to Garland. Lock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And another miss by Cleveland.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hayton.
Well, that's called using your gifts to great effect. Mobley puts every inch of that wingspan to work and says, absolutely not.
Here's Garland. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. Here's Hayton. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, DeAndre Ayton, incredible size, incredible athleticism, and refuses to go down
taking
easy.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Mitchell looking it over. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Now Ayton, 7 points in the game. Over Allen. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 9.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, my goodness, a little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Ayton inside. Over Mobley. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 11 points in the game. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Wow, I'd like to see Jared Allen look to score, forces the defense to make contact.
Jared Allen at the line for 2.
He misses the free throw. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now here's 8. 11 points in the game. It's good. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, I like how assertive DeAndre Ayton is looking right now. This is allowing him to stay hot out there.
Allen in the post. Pass to Strus. Here's Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 10 points in the game.
You love how confident Donovan Mitchell is. On the catch-and-shoot opportunities, there's no hesitation.
Avdia can't hit. Cavaliers leading. Mobley right side. Mitchell outside. Back to Mobley. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. From downtown, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
And Ayton gets double teamed. Takes a 3. Avdia gets the bucket. He's got 5.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Back to Ayton. Fades. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The drive by Mitchell. That one drops for him. And that's 12 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, Donovan Mitchell off the bounce, able to put pressure on that dribble drive. That is a nice-looking move.
First team foul.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Avdia. Now here's 8. 13 points in the game. Over Allen. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Outside Garland. Allen left side. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Portland. Avdia can't hit. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half. Mitchell in the corner. Again, Mitchell missing.
And they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
Ayton with it. Fades back. Allen with the rebound. It's Strus on the wing. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, for the big fella. Throwing it down hard.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Cleveland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And the Trailblazers with possession here, trailing by 5. And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
Now, here's Garland. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. Outside Garland. High post Allen. Shot clock at 3. And it's Mitchell missing.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Thibault can't get it to go.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
but a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now, here's Mitchell. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Here's Mobley. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
And the shot goes in. Ayton's got the first basket of the second half here for the Trailblazers. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Allen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half.
Javonte Green.
Outside, Green. Good on the three-point shot.
Green.
Green's got the lead up to 6 now for Cleveland.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here's Ayton. Nails it from the high post. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Jerome, good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Left side, Grant. Pass to Thibault. Now, Avdia. Williams with the ball. Lays it up off the glass. Williams has got his first points of the game.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Now, here's Mobley. 5 points in the game. Good tee by Williams. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And there's the call on Javonte Green.
Javonte Green.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Trailblazers now. 4-point game. And here is Ayton. He's got 17. Offensive rebound. The putback. And here are the Cavaliers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And the shot goes in.
Wow, you have to love the decision-making of the big man, Mr. Mobley. What a pass.
Here's Ayton following the score by Cleveland. Outside, Avdia buries the long-range jumper. Avdia's got 8 points.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And Doris, as we watch Avdia, he's a real threat from the perimeter now.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really good at a lot of different things on a basketball floor. I think the consistency from range wasn't there early, and defenders would give him a cushion. That is no longer the case.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Cavaliers leading. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. And stolen by Thibault. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
To the inside. Here's Grant. Pass to Ayton. Charity strike shot. Jared Allen grabs the miss. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Grant. Here's Jerome. 6 to shoot. Mobley is screen. Hunter with it. Williams picks him up. There's Green with the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Blazers ball. Cavaliers substitution. Number 3, Chuma Okeke.
Now Avdia. Grant for 3. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Jerome. Over in the corner, Allen. Pass to Okeke. 5 on the clock. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Free throw line jump shot. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Okeke's got the lead up to 6 now for Cleveland. Now here's Ayton. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Ayton's got 19 points.
How about the polish on the offensive game of DeAndre Ayton? Just knows his strengths and plays to them.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Jerome. Strus with it. Over in the corner, Allen. Second chance shot with the clock winding down. That shot off. Some solid defense from Ayton. Now Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does
as
soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. That bucket in no time at all.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
Mitchell outside. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Thybulle on the wing. Back to Avdia. Ayton with it. And Ayton gets double teamed. Over Allen. And that one comes up a bit short. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. The lead is 2. And that one drops for him.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Now, here's Thybulle. To the paint. Pass to Ayton. Grant on the wing. A putback. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 4 this quarter.
DeAndre Ayton with a big-time shot. Go ahead, young sir.
Mobley inside. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent it.
Oh, the power on that prudence.
Boy, Jeremy Grant showing some level-headed poise in the face of a big moment. Big-time shot.
Here's Mitchell off with the layup. And Portland has possession. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Mobley. Ayton with it. Now Thybulle. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Thybulle's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. .112 left here in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Yes!
So much on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
It's in.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged. He's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Garland surveying the D. Who's in the corner? Mobley outside. Up top, Strus. And stolen by Williams. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Timeout called, Cleveland. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
And here is Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Ayton.
There's a physicality and a frame that Donovan Mitchell possesses that allows him to get himself to the free throw line.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Well, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Deni Avdija taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game. Timeout called, Cleveland. They trail by 5. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
The wide open look here for Garland. Trifecta.
Absolutely fearless is Darius Garland. Clutch shot, no problem.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
4th team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Yes!
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious end time on the rim. Here's Ayton. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Ain't no way.
Now, Mobley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Garland for 3. Sinks the triple. Garland's got the first basket here in overtime for the Cavs. Portland with the ball. Here's Williams. And Williams throws it down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
To the middle. And Allen with the slam.
Jarrett Allen putting on a show. Get out of his way, folks. It's coming down on your head.
Mobley comes with the double team. Ayton inside. Pass to Kamare. Back to Ayton. Here's Kamare. And Ayton gets double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Mitchell outside. The kick out to Mobley. Clock at 6. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. There's the double team with Allen. Stolen by Garland. Here's Mitchell. Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell
Ain't
simply
gonna lie.
fearless when his team is in need.
This is a good game. This is old though. You ain't gonna make no comeback. Type of comeback I made.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Look at
And he
you.
caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there.
It's old.
Extend the lead.
No, don't thought I lost. I thought I lost.
Over Mitchell. That one off the back iron and out.
I'm trying, huh?
Garland with the assist. And now an 8-point
I know you
Cavalier
pissed already
lead.
now.
Late in the game, up big, they continue
Alright,
to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by
They even
DeAndre
all
Ayton.
ball in the whole game. Jeez.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Allen. And they call the foul, so he's
Don't
got
quit,
the
man.
and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And the rejection by Ayton. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Dorisburg.
Ain't gonna lie, this is my first time playing again, bro. This center. Dang. Come on, man.
Are you selling? They were selling.
Tell me, what do you like? I like many things, I like many things. I got amenities, so pick out what you like on the television screen. Why you act like that? You go outside like that. So ungrateful lately. So ungrateful lately. So ungrateful lately. You going outside again since last week. Baby, I don't abide by them, don't ask me. I don't hang in that crowd now. And yeah, you still don't want to concentrate on your don't wanna give me credit. Give me credit right now. No, credit right now. No, I know you regret it in the future, baby. You ran away for miles just to come back and chase me. Just for you to erase me. 'Cause I'm not coming back on your side. After everything I've done, I'm glad I'm still alive. Tell me, what do you like? I like many things, I like many things. I got amenities, got amenities. So pick out what you like on the television screen.
We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Holmgren with it. He's picked up by Mobley. A nice shot by Hartenstein. Here we are, Brent, looking at this game tonight. Both of these teams certainly get after it on the defensive end.
Well, I'm touching your suit here, Kevin, and it looks like you got shoulder pads in there. You're going to need that. This game's going to be a grinder. It's going to be physical. These guys are going to bump each other around, and they play hard-nosed defense. So I would expect this game to not rise up in terms of the scoring column, and we'll see who's tougher tonight.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Now Hartenstein. Clock at 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Mobley with the block. Strus in the corner. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Jerome. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
A nice shot by Hartenstein.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. After the Cavaliers pick up 3. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. Pass to Strus. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And it goes down 2 points.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC. Garland showing some awareness on the pick and roll, breaking down the defense on the pick and roll action.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Back to Holmgren. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Hartenstein. Good on the shot. Hartenstein's got 8 points.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Kicks it out to Garland. Back to Allen. Mobley is screened. Cleveland moving the ball around. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point.
Free throw good from Strus. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
The shot by Williams, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Pass to Strus. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Mobley. The 3 from Garland. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. After this break, we'll be back with the start of 12. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Pass to Hunter. Now Mobley. Here's Garland. Here's Okoro. Off the left rim and out. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Driving to the basket. Pass to Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Mobley is screened. Here's Hunter. Wide open look. And that's good for two.
Now that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
And DeAndre Hunter is a plug-and-play type of wing. Brent, he can fit in anywhere.
Yeah, really good at spacing the floor, getting better at creating for himself, Kevin. And defensively, he's a solid on-ball defender that can switch up to multiple positions. Who in the league isn't looking for a talent like that?
2 points. That one goes.
Assessing that possession right there, Garland waiting for the opening to find the man.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Thunder leading by 3. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. The fadeaway. Jarrett Allen grabs the miss. Pass to Garland. Puts up a 3. The Thunder pull it in.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And Williams throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Garland is doubled. Mitchell outside. It's Strus on the wing. The wide open look here for Garland. Misses the 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Here's Williams. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Wasted no time on that one. Hunter's got 5 minutes.
Well, the footwork for Hunter there was really solid, able to catch and shoot.
Inside. .11 left to play here in the half. Here's Holmgren. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
On the free throw, no good. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Williams in the post. Over Allen. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Jerome. For three. Offensive rebound. Outside Garland. Taken away by Williams. Lets it go with a three. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead step. At 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Out to Wade. Strus in the corner. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Just 5 to shoot. Mobley with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. Shot clock at 3. A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander with that height at his position allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Wade outside. Strus in the corner. Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder leading by 8. Brett, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Garland with it. Here's Wade. The shot's good. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. A screen by Wiggins. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Hartenstein. And stolen by Mobley. Garland with it. Back to Mitchell. Mobley is screened. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wade with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Mitchell outside. A kick out to Mobley. Right side, Garland. the Thunder pull it in. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 points in the game. Down low. Here's Hartenstein.
I just went by to watch with a whole lot of diamonds to show out these my time. Took a trip out to Cali to hang with the make a play and get off that. I say R.I.P. Kobe, so fly when I ball out, where I skydive. So much on me could've went by the Williams, the Rudies, a big Popeye. In a whole different bracket, this life is immaculate. If you hit me for you know that I'm taxing. Keep buying clothes, that's still in the package. If he say that he robbed me, he capping me. Really know throw sevens like Kaepernick. You not blind and you see that we have it. Known in my city, so no, I'm not average. Came a long way from in the cabin. Know that I in the that I rep. Went to Solomon, iced out the 10 for 600 on all our net. Paid it full like Mitch. Really having it. Got out that, started rapping, and 6 months later I'm rich. No, I'm with some elegance. I'm with it some with a post, so I hope that you hesitant. If they make them wish that they never, most of these just they be telling me. Man, I'm finna take over, I'm stamping. How you this hit that selling ain't rip. Left your dog in that rain and ain't help with it. How is you solid, you ain't never deal with it. You see me, I come different, I'm blessed with it. We ain't got the rollie, it go with my necklace. 30 for both, you mess with it. Can't do the show if it don't got a check with it. Dean Popo, I swear they irrelevant. Hating like I don't know, that's really jealous. Knowing they mad that they no longer next to me. Know that I in the that I rep. Went to Solomon, iced out the 10 for 600 on all our net. Paid it full like Mitch. Really having it. Got out that, started rapping, and 6 months later I'm rich.
And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. So Dallas will get the first possession. Here's Gafford. Pass to Thompson. No good from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Irving for three. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Now here's Lillard. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense, where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
And Irving gets it to go.
And making the most of that inside opening. It's almost too easy for Kyrie.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. The three from Washington. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Antetokounmpo inside. Back to Prince. Out to the right wing. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Irving, no good.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Well, Grant, there are a few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
You love Lillard because he loves the game, and this is a guy who just wants to be out there. He wants the ball in the hands, and he tries not to get caught up in all the drama that happens around the game. He's 100% focused on it.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here's Irving. Pass to Davis. There's the triple. Again, the miss by Dallas. Lillard with the ball. Irving picks him up to the middle. Here's Lopez. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Davis. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Inside. Washington right side. Three-pointer, no good. The Bucks trail. Pass to Prince. Stolen by Davis. On the break. Here's Irving. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Irving's gotten his second bucket.
Kyrie's such a blur in the open court. Leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Stolen by Davis. Releases from 15. Again, the Mavericks good for two more. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Dallas.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And that one's good. Thompson.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Still without a bucket. And that one drops for him.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. 50 seconds left to play in the first. Back to Lillard.
Lillard with tremendous concentration there.
Dallas leading by 4. On the wing, Thompson. Rebounded by Lopez.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Stolen by Gafford. Outside Davis. "11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game." Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You can forget the jumpers right now, AD. Keep going inside, big fella.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
He got it up. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks ahead, up by 4. After this break, we'll be... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense. I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
To the inside. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Dallas. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Davis. In transition, here they come. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Washington outside. Pass to Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Yeah, raise your hand if you're surprised that Klay Thompson racked up 3 more points.
Outside, Green. Here's Porter. No points so far. Deflected. And they're on the run. Thompson with it. And it's Trent picking him up. Pass to Irving. And here's Lively. Outside Davis. Just 5 on the clock. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Here's Green. Lively grabs a miss. Dallas leading by 7. Down low. Outside Irving. Outside Davis. Fires from 14. Again, Dallas. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
Second team foul.
And here is Irving. 6 points for him. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's stolen by Irving. Pass to Lively. With the step back. Launches it. And that's good. Irving for 3. And now a 12-point Dallas lead.
That's a shot that Kyrie's never going to pass up, and exactly the mindset that his team needs.
Porter with it. They need this. Davis with a rebound. Outside Irving. 1:27 left in the second period. And Portis comes to help. Lively. Clock at 6. And Thompson gets it to go.
Just love the flow and the mechanics of what Klay does so efficiently with that J.
He got a piece of it. Outside Davis. .58 seconds left in the first half of this game. Oh, a big slam right on.
Might as well go through.
Oh, man.
That size and athleticism makes it look easy. AD up on the rim.
That one goes in.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
40 seconds left to play in the first half. Screen by Lively. From the high post. Off the left rim and out.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Irving for three. No. 4 for 9 from the floor now. Bucks trail by 15. Porter gets the bucket.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close range shot.
Now Irving. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Kevin Porter.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That free throw good from Irving. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Lillard. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Lillard. There's contact, but Lillard slips through.
Great concentration in close. Damian Lillard, an effective 3-level scorer.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Christie. 3-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
The Mavericks lead by 11. Out left to the wing. Dinwiddie with it. Here's Marshall. Floats one. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Najee Marshall, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So hits one and misses one at the line. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Lillard outside. To the middle. Here's Lopez.
And this is the variety of ways Lopez can hurt you. He can be in the pick and pop. He can be in the roll. A lot of options from the big man.
Marshall can't hit. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
The 3 from Thompson. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Thompson's got 14 points.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. rebound goes to the Mavericks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Out to the wing. Back to Thompson. Pass to Davis. Gafford in the post. Outside for Davis. The three from Thompson. Another three for Dallas.
And the defense better find a way to get to Klay Thompson and locate him early.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Inside, and
superhero baby saving the ghetto. If I'm not the man, I'm the man in the middle. How about a coat, my hand on my... He just a fan and he mad, I don't feel him. I know they know that I ran with him. You know I still run with them guys. It's a waste of my time. I want somebody. I risk it out, put my on the line. I came from the back of the line. We had it cracking since back when the one was alive. You can go ask my line. I wish Lil Wu would've never went through with his move, and I'm glad that he threw it his dime. Yeah, I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing. I go hard as I can go to win. I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing. I go hard as I can go to win. He tryna diss me, that ain't gon' get to me. I can't get my energy. He said that I see him, then he'll see. No, they mad cause they can't take a seat with me. Got the best of the best in the with me. Hands down, can't nobody compete with me. How you feel like me young, I'm a cash cow. I got 10 million cash for my last album. I'm just waiting on brother on the max out. Every show that I get, it be packed out. 5K for your team, you got ripped off. Spend 100,000 on mine. Crack a smile just to show the diamond. From the corner to another continent. Got a baby daddy, I don't want it. Need a Nike deal, how I'm running. He can't come to the A, he on punishment. Catch that boy out of place, we gon' take his chain and his watch on some funny. Brody ready to crash on some dummy. Gotta me for free, ain't no money. I been on some lady. I been off a jet with some. We had 20 vibes out in Vegas. I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing. I go hard as I can go to win. I'm back going hard again. I'm shutting down my heart again. No one can get next to me, so they gotta put orders in. Try my best to act like I didn't care, but I can't hold it in. And I'm not in the losing. I go hard as I can go to win.
This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
It's Dort on the wing. Here's Holmgren. Outside, Williams. He drops it from range.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Pass to Williams. Three-pointer, no good.
and you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And finished off by Tatum.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Left side Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Holiday. Outside White. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Outside Holiday. Left side Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Plenty of space. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Porzingis. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
He can beat you inside. He can beat you outside. Porzingis is truly the prototypical stretch big.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to review the game plan. Caruso with the ball for Oklahoma City. They trail by 3. Wiggins for 3. The Thunder with another miss. And Boston has possession. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Here's Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Boston on offense. They're on a 10-2 run here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
They double team Brown. Outside Tatum. Back to Porzingis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Standing at 7'3", we have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Now here's Wallace. No points yet. Pass to Caruso. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Celtics lead by 10. Porzingis sets a screen. And here's White. Three-pointer. sinks it from distance. White's got 8.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Tatum. The 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. He has 7.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Boston out in front. They lead by 13. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Brown looking around. Porzingis for 3. Nails it from beyond the
Bottle
arc.
real quick, bro.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
Joe misses. Celtics lead by 18. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
Now Holiday. There's the triple. Hartenstein pulls it in. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Clock at 6. Outside, Brown. Over Williams. Again, the miss by Boston.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Brown with a screen. And Brown with the stuff.
Great screen by Brown, rolling right to his sweet spot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
Pass to Pritchard. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Horford. Hits the J after faking out the D with a quick up fake. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet. He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
White looking it over. Screen by Horford. Shoots from 14. Hartenstein pulls it in. White with the steal. Here's Tatum. The shot no good. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Oklahoma City now. It's a 16-point game. Let's go with a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Pass to Pritchard. Screen by Horford. Here's Tatum. 5 on the clock. Back to Pritchard. Boston, no good that time either. Here's Here's Oklahoma City now, trailing by 13. Dort for three. Horford pulls it in. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pritchard, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Celtic substitution, number 4.
51 seconds left in the first half. And Hartenstein slams it in.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
To the middle. Outside Tatum. Six to shoot. Pass to Horford. Lets it go from deep. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 10 points for him. It's Dort on the wing. Launches a three. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Here's Holiday. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Boston out in front, up 11. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a very... very lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Tatum with a steal. Rejected by Holmgren. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. Holiday with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Outside Tatum. From deep. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Outside, Brown. Here's Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Williams from long range. Drops in the 3. Williams has got 6 points.
A shot that Williams continues to work on.
Bro, you ain't gonna win. Chill out.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Celtics lead by 8. Outside Holiday. Left side Tatum. Launches it. Jason Tatum.
Then you off-balling, bro. Play defense. Suck ass dude. You off-balling. You ain't even playing defense. You can put it low in the face.
Outside for Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shut up, nigga. We in the game.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Gilgeous-Alexander taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Right side White. Outside Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Here's Craig. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Williams. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston leading by 9. On the wing, Tatum. JT to the hole. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, man, he is a major problem.
From deep, Holmgren. Boston with a rebound. They led by as many as 18. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. Outside Craig. Pass to Tatum. Now here's White. Williams defending. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
White hits them both. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 16 points for him. Williams from long range fires in the triple. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 10-point lead. Pass to Horford. Here's the three. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Horford's got 5.
Nice to have a big man you can count on to hit that shot. Makes the offense much more diverse.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock.
Known as a crafty defender, Brown really hustles and contests as many shots as he can.
Outside Craig. Now Holiday. Tatum from long range. Hartenstein pulls it in. It's stolen by Tatum. Pass to Brown. The 3 is up. The shot, no good. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Celtics. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already...
Man, come your sorry ass on, bro. He ain't even doing nothing. You got your ass to lose. Told you to go and quit.
Mark Daigneault. He is not messing around. Calling them
You can
into
try
the huddle.
everything you want. Let me see here. You still gonna be sorry.
chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Thunder trail by 13. Out left to the wing. Back to Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. Williams with it. And he makes it on the layup.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Holmgren with the block. Pulls it. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Boston leading by 11. Here's Tatum. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
You saw that on side,
anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Holmgren. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Man, the defender really went after him. And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Left side, Tatum. Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Pass to Tatum. Now Porzingis from downtown. And that one's no good. He's 5 of 7 in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Oklahoma City the rebound. There's the 3. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Tatum shot is good.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston leading by 13. Fires for 3. Tatum can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, that jumper from Gilgeous-Alexander is smooth and under control.
Back to Holiday. Right side Brown. And stolen by Holmgren. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Ooh, Chet with a big finish.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. They led by as many as 18. Outside Holiday. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
The kick out to Williams. And there's a second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Now here's Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Porzingis with the block.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Celtics.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jason Tatum.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5.
They get it back. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to win the run. Porzingis grabs the board. Deflects the pass. White on the wing. From the arc. The Thunder pull it in. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Knocks it down from distance. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
We see the Celtics taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson.
Never playing for the under 18s. Now it's 18 carat, that's another AP. 8 cribs in my name and a couple AMGs. Send your allocation, put your ID in my navigation. She a belly got my validation. Say you on vacation, then we ain't got enough rotation. I'd rather fly you out to Niger, put you on a flight. No knowing you, probably trying to argue in the sky. But I'd rather lie than see you cry. We can start a family, but you don't trust, man. You had no father in your life. More money, less clout. The vibe ain't right. I told my brother, let's cut. Good karma keep coming in clutch. They never hit me up when I was down with no luck. But now I'm up, so make nobody stress me. I'm on the way right now. Alright. When I get to not to flex, not to chill right now. I do my thing my way. I do mine. The million value tell you with the ball, you say no Martin. What's up? Show my support. I didn't know big power. Now wisdom they make you the cara. Shoka. I'm a little sometimes I dey feel like a burner in my head. But I did my body. Make nobody want me. Do the pay more surgery. I need the more money. Kinja me don't jam me. In the touch you mommy. Good energy's all I need. You favorite pattern. I'm a yaran coming. Oh, you can bank on me. Every song is a bangani. Till eternity. Everything should not vanity. I put body joint for my sanity. Make a little calamity. Say I'm in love, the gravity. Jealousy, the jealousy. We see the signs, no be line, no be salary. Live on, no be parody. Live on, no be narrative. Live on, hierarchy. I need you to be power. Now we don't need you to be God. Shoka. I'm a little sad. Sometimes I feel like a burner in my head. So they're praying on my down, but I'm up so. Somebody go and find out how the ops talk. They thought that it was George, but it was God's fault. Kids listen to me, taking it for gospel. They're praying on my down, but I'm up so. Somebody go and find out how the ops talk. They thought that it was George, but it was God's fault. They're praying on my down.
It's an All-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. Pass to Toppin. Halliburton with it, guarded by Holiday. Halliburton, no good. Here's the Celtics with the ball. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that three with regularity, you got to defend him closely at all times.
And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. Turner with the screen. Halliburton with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Kept alive. To the right side. Back to Halliburton. 4 on the clock. Pass to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. His three-pointers off the mark. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. To the left wing. Indiana moving it around. The shot by Turner, no good.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum's athleticism as he drives, really impressive. I mean, just shredding the defense to pieces there.
Lets the three fly. Nembhard's shot is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To Porzingis, a three ball. It's rebounded by Indiana.
and he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage. Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50-40-90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
And here's Halliburton following Porzingis' three. Pass to Siakam. To the middle. The rebound by Holiday.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Celtics with the lead. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
And here's Halliburton. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Back to Turner. To Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. Here's Mathurin. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys.
It's T-shirt time, everyone. Get loud right now. This timeout is for everyone, except you fans. We're throwing shirts. Time to get loud.
The Celtics on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Over in the corner, Brown. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Brown's got 5.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Takes it inside. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Turner. Porzingis with the block. And he's able to get it back. Pass to Halliburton. Second chance shot. And that's good for 2. Halliburton's got his second bucket.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
He gets it in there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Sinks the three-pointer.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics out in front. Ending the first quarter with a 13. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power,
hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Mathurin, good. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Back to Turner. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on White.
And, you know, guys, it's good to see Turner converting these difficult baskets. I mean, in part because it has to help his confidence.
Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smith, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
Yep, that one goes. Porzingis has got 11 points.
You know, at 7'3", not many guys can defend Porzingis. I mean, especially when he's operating this close to the rim.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
teammates are turning the temperature up. Let's dance.
And so here is Indiana, trailing by 10. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers Clark maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Out to Turner. On the wing, Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Siakam's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Nembhard. Buries the long-range jumper. Nembhard's got 6.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the 3 in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Holiday. Here's Hauser. Screened by Porzingis. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Celtics leading by 10. Brown, good. He has 7.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Shots good by Turner. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Hauser. Drains the three-pointer. Hauser's got 6 points in the quarter.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Here comes your 53rd Pacers dance crew.
Celtics making a switch here.
Are turning the temperature up. Let's dance.
50 seconds left now here in the second. Pacers trailed by 13. Pass to Turner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Tatum looking around. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Here's Hauser. And the 3 ball is good. Hauser's got 9.
Three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Pass to Turner. Stolen away. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Tips it.
And they got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
Here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Craig. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Halliburton. Pocket 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And so he hits both. Picked his pocket. Shoots the 3. They grab their own miss. Lets it go with the 3. Here's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.